You know, I was gonna do some videos, kind of more in the mood to eat this ASUS cookie that they sent in the mail. Got a feeling that they're angry with me for something I said, so I'm not sure if I should eat it or not, but I'm gonna eat this right now, and then we're gonna talk about the 970 in SLI, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be picking up one of these 970s, and maybe you've already got one 970, maybe you bought one last month, and you're thinking maybe I should get two. So we're gonna benchmark a smattering of games, and let you guys know exactly how the 970 scales. Also, if you guys want to check out the 970 review, you guys can do that by clicking somewhere, probably in the description. That's where I'm going to put it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that precious? It's a laptop. I'm going to put these food coloring things into my body. A little laptop right there. All right, let's try this. Let's talk about our test bench, shall we? So we have the EVGA X99 classified motherboard on there. We've got the Intel 5960X overclocked to 4.3 gigahertz because you'd be kind of crazy to get that and not overclock it. It's also extremely easy with the X99 from EVGA. Just took a couple of clicks in the UEFI and it's done. Got 16 gigabytes of Corsair DDR4 memory. We've got a Kingston HyperX 3K. And then we have a Fractal Design Tesla 1000 watt power supply. This one actually has the Corsair H105 cooling it down. We're going to be using the ASUS GTX 970, the Strix edition. It's got the really nice Strix, I guess, cooling unit on there. It's pretty much a direct CU too, but nice shroud. This thing, the fans don't even kick on until you get past 60, somewhere between 60 and 70. I think it's right around 60, but it's super quiet. Putting two of these in the system is not going to really make your system that loud, and also, if the other card is not really being used much, that one's completely just going to stay off. So both of them will stay off, and then a lot of times you'll be in games and only one of them will have the fans going, even though both of them are being utilized. Pretty cool. So we're going to take one card and compare it to the performance of two cards, see how the scaling is, and just have a little bit of fun here. So, testing out value first. We're getting almost double, but not quite. At 1080p, not quite double. Actually, the scaling was even better at 1440. So, really, really nice performance in SLI there. Bioshock Infinite, 1440 and 1080, both decent, but we're not getting double the performance here. You know, we're getting about 30 extra FPS at 1440, and that's okay, but again, we're getting around the, over 100 FPS, well, or close to 100 FPS even at 1440, so decently good. All right, let's do a Cryengine 3 game like Battle Mage Lichdom, or is it Lichdom Battle Mage? I always say that backwards. Not quite double, but I mean, we're getting 90, 80, 90% on this game as well, so I should have done the math before so I could tell you exactly how much we're getting. We're getting like exactly 88.3%. Someone in the comments will do this, and then they will yell at me and send things to my house. I just did the test. You guys can do the math. How's that? All right. I would have rather have done the math. The tests take very long time. Very, very long time. And make me talk like caveman. Thief is another game that did scale pretty well. As you can see, 48 to 78 at 1440, and then 72 to 107 at 1080. Moving on to Ethan Carter, that's an Unreal Engine powered game, very pretty game made for the PC. Again, we're getting like, 70, 80% at 1440p. Would have been nice to see a little bit more. Trying to. All right, as you can see here, the performance almost doubled at 1440p, and again, almost doubled at 1080p. So this one may have the best scaling yet. Now, the last game that we played was Max Payne 3. I want to note that these numbers are a bit high because we were not using filters. So as you can see, 157 to 193 and then 118 to 179 at 1440p. It would have been a different story if we were using filters because it really just destroys your video memory when you're using filters in that game. However, at 1440 without the filters, it looks just fine to me, especially if you're sitting 2 or 3 feet back. That's why we do it. And also, I'm not really a big fan of MSAA. Should do that one again with filters. That one's just too easy. It's too easy. So there you have it right now. The GTX 970 is really good for the money. Probably the best option for a single GPU, unless the price of a 290X is like 250 bucks. I've seen a few of those floating around on sale for like a ridiculously low sum of money. You can get 2 of those and it will beat any single card on the market. Anything. I mean, it'll 980, whatever. So that's still one option to go. If you already have one 970, another one will give you a decent boost in performance, or if you want to get 2 of these, it's a pretty good deal. You guys have any questions? Put them in the forum. I'll see you guys there. So eating this goddamn sugar. And we're gonna be sick. What am I doing? Shit. Oh yeah.